If the sun's working, good morning from Central Michigan. This is Hypertext Hero. Today is Saturday 2022-06, which stands for June-09, which is the 9th day of this month. It is 9:55 a.m. and we're going to be beginning this Rings of Saturn Delta V stream shortly. In the meantime, just doing some stream management stuff here. News on the stream, we have a new emote finally. It's an animated one. A little sun. I've always wanted to have a sun because we're all made of stars. The sun is the star of this solar system. We're made of star stuff. The stuff producing that sun, and some of it from the Big Bang, like such as helium, is what composes most of every living thing's bodies, including ourselves. So I thought it would be nice to have a sun emote, which could stand for good morning, it could stand for good day, good evening even. Maybe I should do a moon one as well. And another stream news is that we finally have a redeemable hypertext video that involves Arnold, one of my favorite action heroes from the 1980s when I grew up. And you can redeem that by looking at the Hello Harley redeemable hypertext. I've been thinking about reducing the price for all of those a little bit, from 1,000 to about 800. We'll see how things go. Another stream news, when I try to resubscribe to my Epidemic Sound account, it still will only let me pick the $15 a month option instead of what the new price, which is lower, which is $9 a month. So I've written Epidemic Sound support. Hopefully they will be getting back to me on that. Until then, we're not going to have any of that custom music here on the stream. We might have to look for other options depending on what response is. I do enjoy the service, but I do want a better price. I don't want to pay $15 a month if I can get it for $9. All right. Delta V, Rings of Saturn. We are going to do another dive today. I think I'm going to remove the two cargo pods from the sides, and I'm gonna put in some mass accelerators again, maybe with some military grade ammunition, so that if we get attacked by a pirate this time, we'll fight back. And I was having a lot of trouble maneuvering of those two extra cargo pods, and without better thrusters. So another option is to get new thrusters installed so that we can have better maneuverability, better thrust, which should translate to better maneuverability. I'm taking a look at Recon drones now. Let's start that in a second. Microseismic drone. This drone equipped with a microseismic scanner uses an array of low-powered lasers to induce and observe microseismic shock waves in asteroids. The results show the trace minerals present in surface ice and aid geologists in quickly judging their content and value. Interesting. Provides a top-down display of your ship, identifies ore in large formations the target are hovering above, speeds up geologist identification of ore. Okay, the gravimetric drone is what I have installed. And maybe I should try this microseismic drone instead. And there's also a guiding drone. This Recon drone equipped with disposable nano drone interface provides the ability to manually, and let me switch the screen now so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. Here we go. Provides the ability to manually add objects to a queue, which will direct the autonomous nano drone systems. A drone system will still operate autonomously, but will ignore targets not within priority queue defined by operator, ignore range restrictions to reach targeted objectives. Okay. All right, let's try the micro-seismic drone. Let's trade that in. All right, and let's go ahead and do what I was talking about. Let's get rid of the on the cargo bay. Let's get rid of the was it cargo bay? No, it was on the hard points. Let's get rid of these cargo containers, and let's instead put a couple of mass drivers. This one. And let's put a couple of these ERF MD17 mass drivers. The electromagnetic rapid fire mass driver rapidly fires 10 kilo projectiles of iron vanadium alloys at 3,000 meters per second. Slugs are shaped for ice fracturing, designed to impart shock without overpenetration. All right. But guess what? We can go down here. And where was it? Was it in the cargo bay? It was somewhere else. Kinetic ammunition. Here you go. Let's put in military projectile magazine because we want to blow up some pirates today if they attack us instead of trying to run away. Okay. Kinetic projectiles, including custom rail hardware for industrial mining ammunition and a stripped-down delivery system. Ammunition delivery rate vastly exceeds civilian requirements. Ammunition sold separately at dive start. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get that. And I think when I go to the dive, I'm gonna have to buy the ammunition. So let's see how that goes. I'm gonna launch right now. And once I launch, my face will be in a better position than in the recent subscriptions, follows, etc. will be in a better position than this. Here we go. Than it currently is. Mass driver ammo. All right, here we have 27 grand of ammo. All right. So nano drone components. We don't have any nano drones there, so that's zero. Let's go reset to haul. Oh, here we go. Let's go now. We're gonna not be far from that station. Maybe you could plot a course there, go deeper in the ring. But my goal for this dive is to, if I get attacked, to fire back instead of running. Now we have that ammunition, should be a little better. For us, we should have easier time doing that. All right, let me move this way a little bit. A little bit more even, stand by. Oops. A little bit lower there. That should do. My face can go a little bit lower as well. I still haven't managed to get Delta V on the Mac here running in a window, so that's why I'm a little bit, I have to use this display capture. When I try to set a window, it... Oh man, I forgot to remove that other cargo pod. I guess we'll go with one cargo pod. We'll stay unbalanced. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be unbalanced. That's fine. We'll just fly unbalanced a little bit. We'll try to mine a little bit and then go back to base. Maybe adjust this a little bit more. All right. I'm going to activate our mining laser. Oh, there's someone over here. Oh well, let's see, maybe this will be our test of this laser, of this mass driver. Let's see if this Falcon person is going to get pissed. Let's move away from him. He had a larger engine than my ship. I don't know if the size of that thing changes, but his looked like a big engine. Test 1, 2. Started enjoying Hollow Knight more yesterday after managing to beat that boss and get an upgrade. Our first upgrade. So we'll be playing more of that in the future. We'll probably also be going to be playing some Dead Cells. What I really miss are my flight simulators. That's going to have to wait until I get back to New York City, get the gaming PC back. Until then, we're going to be trying some of these more 2D games here from the Mac. This morning, a low-flying crop dusting airplane flew right above the house here. Really cool little airplane, and I think they have a model of that in Microsoft Flight Simulator that I want to get. I think it's a turboprop, I'm not sure. Hey Raz, good day. Hopefully not too busy for you, but if it is, I hope you get through it calmly and coolly. Thursday, one day left for Friday. Hopefully Aruba, you don't work on Saturday and Sunday, although I know that the restaurant business can be tough. I hear you. Mining laser activated. That no more, got it. Sometimes my mom other people tell us, oh, you and Amber should open a restaurant. I'm like, no way, dude. It's so much work. I mean, I think if I would do it, I would have one thing on the menu only. And that's it. And just optimize to make that one thing, nothing else. There are places in Italy and in Europe that do that. They just have one thing in the menu. If you want to eat that, you come there. If you don't want to eat that, you go somewhere else. Hello, Galactic. I got an applause for you because you're the first person to ever claim my new... how was the sound? Was the sound okay? To redeem the Hello Harley. It looked like the labels were above it. Should put them below it. Sound is good. Thank you, Galaxia. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you, I assume. We'll be having more Hollow Knight, maybe later today even, but for now I wanna stay committed to this. I wanna keep trying this to find out all the things we can do with this, all the different, I want to try out all the different things we can install on these mining ships here in Delta V Rings of Saturn. Right now we have a mass driver installed with military grade ammunition, so our mission today is if we get attacked by a pirate like we did the other day, we're not gonna run, we're gonna fire back with military grade kinetic ammunition and ERF MD-17 mass driver. Awesome. Yeah, it's been a while that I've been wanting to get. There's a new emote too. It's a sun. It's an animated one. So it's been a while coming, but finally we have more redeemable content and emotes here in Hypertext, and there's more coming. I have like 4 more emote slots with static emotes, regular emotes, and I have 2 more animated emote slots. So I have ideas for those already, but they're gonna come. I'm finally gonna get that done. Oh, is this another ship here again? All right. Yeah, that motorcycle jump is just a classic Arnold Schwarzenegger moment there. A great film, Terminator 2. It holds up. I watched it again recently. It really is an excellent film. Still, special effects included. The special effects today are not better than Terminator 2's. It holds up. I think it's also because it's a combination of regular special effect of like you know, real life stunts and stuff and special effects. It's not just one or the other. Not just all computer. Is that a little nugget? No. I mistakenly kept one of these cargo pods on the ship. I was going to put 2 mass drivers on it, but I mistakenly kept this on the ship, so the ship feels a little unbalanced right now. Playing this also makes me want to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey again. You know, there are movies that just stick with you. That's one of them for me. And The Shining. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's a good nugget too. Okay. We didn't get too damaged. We managed to use our thrusters to melt the asteroid before it really hit us with its full strength. Oh, IRSSC, I think that's new. I think we only have no A and B, so let's go check this one out. Hey, Nomad1701 in the house. I'm going to watch 2001 again next weekend. Cool. What an amazing film. Are you going to watch in the theaters or at home? If you can, if you have the chance to watch that in theaters somewhere, because they do play it, you know, they're, especially in small independent theaters, they do play them. It's something that it's pretty regular rotation because it's such an amazing film, but it's the kind of film that it really pays to watch in a huge wide screen. But at home, that's where I've always watched it. That works too. Probably my second favorite Stanley Kubrick film. There you go, Phage Class Station Gamma, 1-2 boss. We found another of these AI controlled stations. We can go ahead and refuel here, although we don't really need to refuel because we have our whatever the replicator thing is that converts water into power for us. All right. Let's dock with them anyway. Maybe that'll put them in our. Maybe we need to dock to put them in our waypoint collection here. Yeah, my favorite Kubrick film is The Shining. That's my favorite Kubrick film. The 2001 is cool. Raz says only do food once a month now. All right, cool. Oh, hold up. Sorry, Raz, I missed your other messages. I work IT now for a central bank. Oh man, I didn't. I thought that you. Okay, all right. So food is not the main thing now. That sounds stressful too. IT for a central bank. This also sounds stressful. But hey, you know, you got to pay the bills, and maybe you really enjoy it. Copy that, Raz. Apologies that I... Oh, whoa. Apologies that I didn't realize that. Nomad says, I saw it here in Texas a few years ago at a special event that had here Dulea and Gary Lockwood in attendance. Got a special t-shirt. That is awesome, man. Really cool. I've never been to Texas. I've been wanting to go to Texas ever since I discovered, you know, some of those great guitar players like Freddie King, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and those people. I have a friend that I met online playing Arma who lives in Austin, Texas, so one day I want to go there. Raz says, a good change of scenery. From the food kitchen to the IT kitchen, huh? Because IT, you know, it's like you're like LaForge down in engineering. Something goes wrong, especially in this day and age where everything is through computers. They're gonna be sending complaints your way. I've done IT. Well, I haven't really done. I am IT basically for my mom and most of my family, but I haven't really done IT professionally. I've done it like on the side, but I've had lots of friends who live in. I have lots of friends who worked in IT departments in all sorts of places, from the largest tech companies in the world to, you know, small ones. IT there too, Nomad. Copy that. LaForge, please run a level 2 diagnostic on our rear thrusters, over. All right, here we go. Raz says, yep, yeah, it's fun. It's how I'm able to sit and lurk on Twitch every day. Copy that. I appreciate you lurking here, Raz. Let me give you a shout out. All right. Are you a streamer too, Nomad? I think I might have asked you this before. A little tricky for me to do shoutouts of Delta V because I can't get it to just stay on its own window. Like it crashes my Mac. Well, it doesn't crash the Mac, but the game crashes when I try to switch to window mode. So I have to do like full screen. I have to alt tab out here. The company doesn't mind you. That's good. You know, if you're, I mean, IT jobs, if you got things, you know, pretty automated and you got things, you can put your hands on the wheel when necessary or on the control stick. You know, it's pretty chill, I think. You know, I guess some people would even say that it's a little bit like piloting an airplane, you know, like mostly, you know, uneventful with moments of sheer terror when everything goes wrong and then you have to stay up late and deal with some sort of catastrophic database issue. Man, or security stuff. You also stream, not often want to start streaming more mainstream Star Citizens. All right, cool. I'll give you a shout as well then, Nomad. It's been a while since I've done Star Citizen. I wanted to see those clouds they had put there, but you know, once in a while I jump back into it. I've enjoyed my time in it, but the last I usually get killed by a door or a lift or stepping out of the ship and fall through a planet or stuff. And after I do that a few times, I decide to just take a break again, and then I go back after a while later. Can't wait for a 21st B-Day stream all day long. Is this from Nomad? And Rat says, nice. Yeah, my contract literally said I can do whatever, watch whatever, as long as it's not inappropriate and it doesn't stop me from my work. Awesome. Cool. Nomad, last year in Microsoft Flight Sim. I miss Microsoft Flight Simulator. My gaming PC is back in New York City. Gonna get back to it towards the end of next week. In the meantime, I'm streaming here on the road from this Macintosh. And Raz says, I have Star Citizen for less than 4 hours. I think it was too buggy for me when I tried. Copy that. When it worked for me, it's really amazing experience, like from the sound and just the vistas and the different, you know. Whoa, look at that. Wicked Beacon. Rescue in progress. Please stand clear. Copy that, Wicked Beacon. We had something out, long range radar, and we don't have time to investigate. Now you can check it out yourself. All right, cool. Radar anomaly. Let's go check it out. Wicked Beacon, a salvage ship here, met in the rings of Saturn. Nomad says, I picked up the 737, have a blast. Awesome. I'm more of a light airplane, like little Cessnas and stuff like that person, but I do appreciate the complexity and the awesomeness of having all those different airplanes you can fly in that simulator. I agree with you, Nomad. I think it's. I hope that they keep working on it, and I hope that eventually, you know, missions start working and the data is saved between. It's not wiped out every. I assume they still were wiping data out every. Let's turn off our mining lasers so we can float around a little bit more freely. Let's take a look at where this radar contact is. I think it's something I have to actually jump to. Let's get to our astrogator screen. Here we go, radar anomaly. Let's plot a course. Let's go check this out. The last time we checked one of those out, it was a trap. I have to give it a shot again soon, even though I remember what ship I got myself. Yeah, I got like the really basic one, the one that looks like a little bug with like it's like a long bee. It looks like a long bee. It was like the Aurora, I think. I don't know, it was a very small one. I could fit like a couple of boxes in it. Has a couple of guns out front. But I like the small ships, whether it's small airplanes, Microsoft Flight Simulator, small ships in Elite, or small ships in Star Citizen. I'm partial to those. All right, approaching radar anomaly here. JG45730. The southwest there. Let's go check that out. I'm going to activate my mass driver just in case, you know, just in case this thing is unfriendly towards us. Actually, let's deactivate it now so that they don't think that we're coming out shooting. We'll shoot if we're fired upon. Okay, I see some flashing thing down there. It's reflecting off of those asteroids on the bottom of the screen there. There you go. I'm just going full manual here. Ooh. Oh shit. I don't have an arm to tow anything, but I do have like 4 crew members. One of them could get out and get in the ship, try to reboot it and drive it out. Last time we tried to do that, it didn't work. The ship exploded, but maybe we could try again. It'll be the second time. Where is it? Am I going nuts? I'm supposed to be right on the contact. Oh, was it to the right? I think I might have missed it. It was to the right, maybe, because I saw some flashing light over there. Oh, here it is, a beacon. It's this little thing here. I thought it was a ship, but it's just this little beacon. Maybe it's a cargo pod. Let's get in. Let's get close, and we'll zoom in of the drone. Hey, thanks for the lurk, Nora. I think I got one of the Avengers. Not sure which. Oh no, boom, no good. No, we don't want any boom sticks over here. Space shotgun shooting at us. This looks like a space cigar. The heck is this thing? Well, we're We're gonna scoop it up. We have cargo space. We just have to like reorient the ship. Oh look, even our little, see how our little thrusters push it away? It's like a proper 2001 Space Odyssey thing here. Looks like a cargo, an escape pod or something. Now it's spinning, so we're gonna have to really do our best to maneuver in a way that it'll fit inside our cargo hold. Maybe I'm gonna get on the other side of it to stop it from flying. Because if we keep flying this way, we'll probably end up careening into a space rock of some type. Space ice cube. Alright, going full manual here. Oh, and there's a, I think, vanadium. Okay, we're trying to stop it. Okay, that's good. That was a really good thrust there. Here we go. Heavily armored life pod 9000 requesting interface to bacon lettuce tomato 4385. All right. Okay. I don't know what that means. Does that mean someone is going to come after me now looking for this thing? Or is that just a regular message? That was pretty cool, huh? R2-D2 and C-3PO, and could be. I'm kind of want to fly back to base right now to see what the heck that thing is. That was really cool. I want to give a shout out to Nora here as well. Thank you for the lurk. Another flight sim aficionado. Plays usually DCS, IO2, and other games too, including 2D games like a really cool game called Crosscode. Stuff like that. Maybe need to bring it to where the message says. I have no clue, just random thought. Did it? Oh, it said it wanted to interface with something, right? Request interface to BLT 4385. Is that me though? Maybe we have to look for BLT 4385. That's true though. Let's keep an eye out for BLT 4385. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, or Bravo Lima Tango, up to you. Let's take a look at the Astrogator screen, see if that BLT thing is actually somewhere here. I don't think it is. Well, I'll do some more mining in the meantime. We do have more space. Let's go for the 5,000 and sell a dollars one. Oh. Oh. This is when these seemingly little, events, mistakes like that can lead to catastrophe. Because then you push it, then you're chasing it, and then boom, you smash to an asteroid. There's one right up ahead, I think. Oh, there I do it again. Whew. And there it is, it's off. Should we chase it? Let's chase it. Let's just live dangerously here. That's one of the cool things about this game. One little thing you do, it can lead to, a lot, like a lot of games. It's called emergent gameplay. when the systems of a video game let you make mistakes that lead to chaos, interesting chaos that forces you to make interesting decisions. Such as, should I keep going? There's some... We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Got it. Fire laser. Whoa. Oh, okay. I managed to point my cargo pod at it so that took the bulk of the hit. Oh, look at this one. It's 11,000. Instead of smashing to the side of my ship and potentially damaging thrusters, etc. Live life on the edge, Mib. Another good thing about video games is that you can live more on the edge, you know, without risking life or limb. Only 73 kilos, but quite a bit of H2O in that. That's good for our fuel, for reactor fuel. Kind of wish I could zoom even closer to see better the detail of this ship, like even closer than it allows you to zoom. And another suggestion, one of my favorite 2D games currently is this game called Noita, which unfortunately I can't play on the Mac. It's not available on the Mac. But it has simulate the pixel level simulation of physics and chemistry, if you will. So it simulates like vapor and iron and wood and whiskey even, you know. And it would be cool if this game, maybe a next iteration of it, maybe it would be too much work to... I don't know if it would work here. But have a pixel level simulation of the elements in these asteroids. Okay, we're almost full. Let's set a plot of course back to base. But we're pretty much in the edge here, so let's just manually head west, which will lead us out of the ring. We'll try to fit a few more things into our cargo hold, and then we'll head back to Encelada's base and see what that big container was. Maybe on the way we can find that bacon, lettuce, tomato ship to interface with. I'm gonna turn off my mining laser. I will turn off that targeting reticle as well, which is slaved to the autopilot, so it does affect the movement of the ship. How about 50 meters cubed left in the cargo hold? Didn't get attacked, so we didn't even get to try our mass driver. Let's take a couple of shots with it just to see what it looks like. Here it goes. Oh, alright, that's auto firing, okay. That's more like it. When a pirate attacks us and we have that thing, I think with the military grade ammunition, we're gonna be able to defend ourselves. No asteroids, I think we're right at the edge of the ring. Let's go above, let's go towards 60, even 70 meters per second. Generally risky to fly that fast, but... oh, here we go. Okay, let's slow down. Few little asteroids coming in here. I'm keeping my eye on the radar screen on the top left there. A hard science video game. The science in this Delta V rings of Saturn based on what we know so far, technologies that we understand. right now. So no warp drives yet, although no, theoretically possible, but this is based more on what is experimentally confirmed to be, oh shit, to be possible right now. Whoa, that was close. All right. Oh, there, look, it's BLT. Is it the one they were looking for? Flip around, fire the main torch. 3569er. Let me press J. No, he's looking for 4385, so it's not that one, but maybe we can go and ask that one whether they know where the other one is. Let's do that. Like, you know, two sailing ships, usually they will blink their lights or then say hello in the comm system, like on the Earth's oceans. Maybe it'll be polite to do the same here in the rings of Saturn in space. We see another ship, we come by and say hi. Oh! To do that maneuver to avoid smashing, I have to just burn the little ice asteroid. There's probably a reason why the first letters, 3 letters of designation of these ships are usually a couple, BLT or JG4. Not sure what that would be. This is Breathless Storm. Let's see if we can hail them. Doesn't give you an option to directly hail a ship. Here you go. Watch out, quick hand. There are nuclear residues around. It's no piracy. All right. Uh-oh. Yang Takahashi. Uh-oh. Are they friends or not? Are they friends or not? You still owe me my last salary. Oh dear. Oh, our guy is telling him that. Should we fight this guy? It's a risk. For the kind of shit you pulled off, be grateful that I'm not suing you. That Takahashi, our mechanic, he's been into some, you know, a lot of people know him, and not for all the good reasons, perhaps. I don't know who to believe. All right, let's just let this guy be, because I don't want to lose that big cargo pod, whatever it is that we have. So let's head back to base. Keep going west. We get out of the rings. Frame rate does get much lower when I zoom out here on the Mac for some reason. Unfortunate. I will try this on PC when I get my PC, my streaming PC back in front of me. But it's been interesting to stream from the Mac. I learned a lot because there's a lot of little things that are different. Some are nicer, some are not as nice, and it's just good to see both sides. Because I do eventually want to, when my life is more stabilized, I want to have some little bit of website gardening and graphic design streams, drawing, illustration, stuff like that to balance things out. I mean, it's always going to be, video games are always going to be the main thing here, but it would be nice to spice things up with different content once in a while. Firing starboard thrusters. Steer clear of this big piece of ice here. Total ship mass at 1 ton Is that no 17,000, 17 tons? No, 171 tons. Leaving rings area, continue for automatic return protocol. Copy that. There's Millennial Love ETH 9027 out there. Quick hand, they're not. Oh my god, Minifans, please stand clear of excavation area. All right. And we're off. To Enceladus Prime, the space base, orbiting Enceladus. All right. Achievement unlock Laser Mania. Is that because I fired that that jewel? Not sure what that was. I can look it up on Steam afterwards. Oh, right now I'm about to look it up. Laser Mania. Fly with lasers for 1 hour. All right. Output anomalies. We got 50,000 dollars for that. That's good. Sell all of that. And now let's finally go back to equipment. And let's remember to remove that cargo container. And let's replace it with this other mass driver here. Let me just put this semi-autonomous variant of the mass driver. Can automatically just targeting of a narrow arc to more accurately hit distant targets. Let's see how that does. Or should I put 2 of these? That would be quite a... Let's put 2 of these. Boom. We have 323 grand. We don't have an auxiliary power system yet. It costs 300,000. I could go ahead and put one in. Magnetoplasma dynamic generator, sharing its design of those in the popular MHO series thrusters. The MPD 5035 series produces up to 350 megawatts of electricity. Unlike turbines, MPDGs require external power to operate. Produces a lot of electricity, consumes heat, computer damage will disrupt production. Okay, this gives us better power balance. Empty, maybe this is for when we want to install things that take more power, I'm not sure. We could put better thrusters in, but look, here we go. There's really more temperature, higher temperature of these thrusters. Do we have to buy heat sinks as well? This upgrade exceeds thermal of electric power production of our craft. Okay, so we do need one of those auxiliary power systems in order to get better better propulsion, etc. Triple ultracapacitor. A triple graphene fractal ultracapacitor array for storing excess generated power for availability during peak usage includes power balancer. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll stick with the dual capacitor. Let's go ahead and install our first auxiliary power system. I mean, you know, we have the money. We won't have much left over. Let's see what we have for repairs here. We're doing all right. We didn't get much damage during this outing. So let's go ahead and get this MPD 5035. Boom. Now we're gonna go. Got the mass driver ammo. We're good. Firing main torch to reduce speed. All right. 2 Echo Romeo Foxtrot Mike Delta 17 mass drivers. 1 mining laser. We are fully kitted out. We don't have that big cargo pod on the side unbalancing the ship and slowing it down. So we're fully kitted out to deal out some damage to any pirates that threaten our ship. Let's start by setting a course to somewhere deeper in the rings. Stage station Alpha, probably. And then we're gonna keep going deeper into the ring once we get there. %, 90%. Here we go. Fast travel system in this game. I thought about doing game design courses, getting into that, but I just enjoy playing games so much that I think I enjoy playing them more than making them. I think it's a lot of work to make a game. Let's keep going further in before we start mining. We're 140 kilometers in right now. Let's try to get to Keeler Gap. We haven't managed to get there yet. I doubt probably be an achievement. Keep our eye on the LiDAR for any contacts. Sunny day in central Michigan. It was foggy in the morning and it cleared right up, and it's a really beautiful day right now. So after this, I am going to go outside a bit and go for a walk. Very important. Walk every day if you can. For me at least. But I think it does good to everybody. Especially if there's some nature nearby, a park. Some grass, some trees, something natural. Lived a long time in cities, so I appreciate. And I lived a long time in a very natural place as well, with nothing around it other than sometimes just wildlife. And it looks like my life now is veering more towards the latter, which is a good thing. I thought I had changed my drone sensors. I forgot to double check that, but I'm not getting the gravimetric readings anymore. I thought I was gonna get a seismic readings or something, but I'm not sure if I actually bought that and replaced that that radar. I think it was that drone upgrade. Maybe I thought I did and I didn't. That's the thing of games with so many different things you can do, like Elite and stuff. You just forget sometimes. Oftentimes in my case. All right, on the visual feed on the top there, the top right I think I see Keeler Gap coming up. I am right below 50 meters per second, which is the recommended speed limit if you want to have time to avoid things on the screen here. Very quiet dive so far. Starting to get a little bit denser. There's a big one. You mixed a quarter of water with a quarter of sugar with 3/4 of water, heated it up, then let it cool overnight, and then we poured it into a bird feeder, hummingbird feeder. And now the hummingbirds are really coming and enjoying it a lot. They're even like playing with each other around it. If and when we move here, we will likely also change things up a bit sometimes with some nature streams. Thinking about getting one of those little cameras. Let's do a little mining, why not? One of those, a small camera. They have these little medium-sized cameras really, but with a giant optical lens, like 90 times optical lens or something, and doing a bit of bird watching, just maybe 1 hour once in a while, see what it's like. There's a lot of different birds that show up. A little touch of the mining laser was enough to get that little rock, our first little mining activity of this dive. 153 kilometers in, we're gonna keep moving. Uneventful dive so far. Oh. Oh, managed to burn it all. Close. Oh, that didn't work. And we smashed our port rear thrusters. They've been smashed. Let's take a look at them. Okay. So it takes one moment of distraction, rush, impatience. Just when I said that, oh no, did you just lose cargo? I don't know if I lost cargo. I think I did actually, you're right. But it was just a little bit. I hadn't mined much cargo actually, so I want to get deeper into the ring before I do mining. I smashed my my rear thrusters, Raz. Rear port thrusters. Whoa, what the heck is this thing? Look at the size of this big bad wolf of Vilshi to Quickhand. Please stand clear of this area. Look at the size of the ship. What is this ship? This is the mobile headquarters of Vilshi, a Tsukuomi-class frigate, Big Bad Wolf. Steer clear of our exhaust. Our thrusters are not gentle. They say I want to join you? You need to prove yourself. Seek out one of our combat patrols and talk to them. Acknowledge, Big Bad Wolf. Quickhand standing, staying clear. We're going to find one of your combat patrols. Over. Whoa. Holy, look at that thing. Oh shit. Oh shit. Go! The big bad wolf. Well, let's grab it. Oh shit, there's more stuff coming. The guy's just wrecking everything around. Wait, did she go down to beginner or did she go up? Can you lose experience in this? I think she went up, right? No, we're all damaged up. I just want to get that one water that's 4,000 bucks. Oh, since we're heading towards this one, let's get this one too. Why not? Oh, 6,000. Let's go for that. $10,000 over there. Let's go for that. Oh, I lost one. What a mess. He's really wrecking this place, this guy. 16,000. So much stuff here. Okay, let's go for this one. $37,000 up there. Wow, what a cornucopia of little nuggets, space nuggets. Let's get the 16,000 and then we'll go for the 37,000. Got it. Five tons of I think a tungsten. Boom. Okay, that was a good catch. I assume the combat patrol of that ship will be somewhere. Have quite a bit of damage on our ship now. We're still moving fairly okay. But I don't want many more of these hits that we've taken. All right, let's put the ship, stop it, and let's do a little bit of mining of our own here. Seven tons of water processed. We are down to 3/4 fuel, so we should get more water if we can. Oh, lost it. There's plenty. Almost 6 tons. Nice maneuver. A little bit just floating out in space, not too much, but since we're going that direction anyway, why don't we flip this ship around and grab it too. Nice touch is that the thrusters, they actually affect the nugget. Your thruster blast pushes the nuggets away. A bunch of iron, 8 grand. All right, let's take out platinum, actually, not iron. Sort of a zen little activity, controlling these ships in outer space and trying to predict where things will be and slowly scooping them up. That's iron, that is not worth a lot. Isn't it crazy that we're made of all these elements? Everything, living things, rocks, trees, gases, air, all made of this stuff. I wonder if you have your hatch open and get shot right in the hatch, what would happen? Normal hit or internal extra damage. I wouldn't be surprised if there was it got affected. The developer of the game who was here the other day, Kadera, he said there is location-based damage on the ships. Depending where you hit, that a different part will get damaged. So I wouldn't be surprised if it getting hit inside the cargo bay may not be good. You know. One thing I really enjoyed in Elite, being able to target specific subsystems of the ships, but I wish that in Elite there was like visible. I mean, you have like the sprites of, you know, depending where you hit, there's like these sort of just like purely visual representations of the damage, but I wish you could actually see pieces of the ship fly off and stuff like that and affect the handling of the ship, have that level of detail in Elite. I don't do much space combat in Elite any longer. Yeah, I was thinking about grinding to get to Elite level. I think I'm about 50-some%. I enjoyed it a lot early on with the smaller ships. Downloaded Elite yesterday again so I can take it out for a spin. Nice. You gonna stream, Raz? Do you have a schedule, man? I should, I have you, I think I host you, but I haven't caught one of your streams for a long time. I don't know if you're still doing it. All right, let's keep going east. I want to get to Keeler Gap if I can. We're pretty far away, but let's keep moving. Our ship handling has changed now because we have more cargo. Our thrusters have been damaged, but we'll do our best. Let's go straight east. I do not have a schedule according to our real life. Schedule being a bit chaotic. Copy that. Copy that. Yeah, I think I'm trying to get a schedule going again. My life has been a very chaotic the last since beginning of February this year, really. I'm hoping, I think until end of July it'll remain chaotic, but I'm hoping that after that I'll be able to get a more regular schedule again. I'm trying a little bit now. Mornings generally. I can't. I've tried like 2 or 3 days a week, schedule it in for this game. And then the other days, if I can, unschedule streams. Generally Hollow Knight, maybe some Dead Cells soon. 'Cause We have 79,000 Ensalada dollars worth of stuff in our cargo hold. We'll try to get to 100 before we head back. But let's try to get to Kilo Gap before that. Raz says, yeah, I've been trying to get up at 3:30 to 4 a.m. and try streaming then before work might be best bet and night and weekends. That's an early rise. I mean, I guess, you know, I like either sleeping late or getting up really early before anyone is around or anyone is up, because then you just have, you know, time for yourself and very quiet. One thing I'm enjoying being out in the countryside instead of in the city is the quality of the light. You know, after like in dawn and dusk is very beautiful, and it lasts a long time. You can see for a long time because there's no big buildings around. And you see the sky far away, and that's been nice. Oop, let's slow down a bit here. I don't like this. Okay, managed to navigate that okay. Yeah, quiet time for yourself, so important. Otherwise, you might just go nuts, you know. What's that noise? Not sure what that noise is. Gotta fire the laser at this thing. See if anything good comes up. It's a lot of water, 8 tons. We do need it for fuel. All right, let's stop here a bit and get some fuel. 9 tons. A nice and not very eventful dive. More meditative dive. It's far away, this Killer Gap. I could speed up and try to get there fast, but then there's a very good chance we'll just smash into something. Shit, for example. Shit. Boom. Oh. Okay, that wasn't good. That was not good. My ship is heavily damaged. I think this means we're gonna have to head back. Oh dear. I think my next purchase for this will be those drones that can fix you up. Heavily damaged ship. Let's stop it and let's take a look around. Look at that, we're leaking propellant. Okay, we're in trouble here. There's a big reactor leak. All right, there you go. Let's get that fixed. Yeah, we're gonna have to head back. We managed to plug up the reactor leak, but it looks like it's still leaking a bit. Let's see if we can slowly get some water out of these rocks over here. And keep an eye on our systems. Oh. Oh, that's quite expensive. 11,000. Let's get it. Definitely getting denser here. I'll mine to 100,000, then we'll head back, go plot a course. Yeah. $12,000 down. Let's go. It's moving fast, but I think it's gonna hit that asteroid. It's gonna stop. There it is. Nice. So before we hit those, let's get close to it and let's scoop it up. Slurp it up. Just like in Dig Dug. Here we go. So I'm not feeling that talkative these days. Usually I speak much more drivel during the streams, but there's a lot in my mind. 16 grand, nice. Something to be said to not doing anything at all, and just spinning in space, because then you're sometimes the best thing to do is nothing at all. Just do nothing. Wait. Give your brain time to think. Give your body time to adapt. Give your ship. Stop your ship's thrusters from moving the little nugget that you're trying to get. There's a little lesson in life for that too. And then there's other times that you have to better do something quick. Like Space Pac-Man eating rocks. Copy that. It's like a Space Pac-Man. It's like asteroids mix of Pac-Man, you know. It's like some classics here. Well, look. There's a lot of video games that are about that, you know. You pick stuff up, most of them. You shoot at things, you pick stuff up, you jump, you avoid objects. You know, all that stuff that us hunter-gathering humans learned. Maybe that's why we like video games so much. A lot of us, at least. Takes us back to our roots. Might throw a spear at a running antelope, so you have dinner and pick some nuts and some honey from a tree. gather some nuts and start a fire, cook it up, you know, craft some food. 15 grand, this one is. Tungsten is expensive, I guess. And there's also almost 2 tons of water. Maybe the pirates, they realized, they got word that we have a couple of high-speed mass drivers on our ship now. Like, well, maybe we shouldn't mess with that with quick hand any longer. Man, we're almost out of fuel. Let's plot a course. I think there's something wrong with my system that synthesizes the fuel from the water. Because I just looked at the bottom right of the screen and boom, we're almost out of fuel. So good time to go. Whoa. All right. Started out uneventful, then became pretty eventful after we smashed into some asteroids, but 113 grand. Sell all that. We're gonna have quite a few repairs to do. On the ship, look at that. $139%. I'm just going to replace this one. Replace that one too. Just replace these thrusters. The ones that are yellow, I'll fix. And our nuclear reactor is really busted up. Whoa, Takahashi, now an expert. Our very popular space mechanic. You know, there's people that said he didn't do a good job. There's people that said he owed them money. You know, we just kept him on and he's been doing an okay job for us. Just know the BLT thing is your own number when you sold those cargoes. Yeah, bacon, lettuce, tomato, Bravo, Lima, Tango. I don't know what it stands for. We can look it up. Let's see. Dealer. Quick Hand is our ship. Is our own ship. I don't know where to get information about our own ship. Here we go. Is this it? Okay, the thing I said I wanted to invest in next is the nano drones that fix up your. Oh, let's take a look at the Recon drone. We put in a microseismic drone, but I think I prefer the gravimetric one because this one I think it only shows you. You have to go to the geologist tab to see stuff it's talking about. I think I prefer the gravimetric. Let's get that one back. We'll get 20 grand extra too by putting that back in. I'm pretty happy with the heads-up display, but I think we wanted to get some repair drones into this ship. Maybe some better thrusters. Have a look at that. We need more electric power to put these in. Let's take a look at the ultra capacitor array. Let's put the it's a power plant. It's an auxiliary power system we need more of. Okay. We don't have enough money. We're gonna have to do some more dives for that. I think I'm not gonna worry about the drones round now. We're just going to oh, actually, here you go. Basic nano drones drone. Let's do that. Let's put some basic nano drones in there. There's only 20 grand. We can do that. And now we need a maintenance drone, I think. Or maybe that's automatically installed. Fabrication plant. This will be, that's like 1 million credits. This will be good for the long range ship. Designed for long range research vessels, the Voyager fabricator sacrifices cargo space to fit a fabricator inside the cargo bay, with a series of cryo rings providing excellent propellant reclamation. This, combined with mineral processing and rapid selective laser sintering unit by Nakamura Dynamics and Ubuntu Microengineering, can resupply vanadium-hardened iron ammunition or disposable nanodrones. They use a platinum mirror array and an iron frame. Wow. So converts ore chunks to processed ore, replenishes propellant. Okay, it's expensive and it can produce kinetic ammunition and nanodrone components. Where are the nanodrones? Auxiliary power system, power plant, capacitor, reactor core, main propulsion, reaction control system. These are the thrusters that we want to upgrade, but we need more electric power. Okay, I got basic nano drone storage. I don't know if I actually have to get the drone or if that's just nano drones are what you put in the storage. That's probably what it is. We'll try it. Could tune the ship to give ourselves more thruster power instead of oh, that's the engine. Thrusters, mining laser. Laser supply. I'm just leaving everything average here. Just leave everything average, that's fine. Crew's doing all right. Quite a few dives we've done. Let's do one more. We didn't get attacked, so we didn't have a chance to utilize those dual military-grade kinetic ammunition. Magneto cannons, whatever they're called, mass drivers. Here we go. Coming to you from Central Michigan via Hypertext transfer protocol over a secure layer. This is Hypertext Hero coming to you via Twitch. And a bunch of internet pipes transporting some video game action to you. In this case, Delta V Rings of Saturn, a combination of Pac-Man with asteroids and hard science. Hoping you're having a good Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll say happy Friday tomorrow. In the meantime, here we go. We got our Doppler LiDAR now. Has that gravimetric, those gravimetric clouds again. That's nice. Let's switch off our mining laser and our mass driver so that they're not affecting our autopilot system, because they are attached to the autopilot control of the ship. They kind of have a very gentle lock into whatever you're aiming at, which would be useful for combat. Ship coming up, MRS 3809er. Let's pass by close. I had said in the beginning of the stream, our mission today is to, if we get attacked, to test these Echo Romeo Foxtrot Mike Delta 17 mass drivers. They're auto fire, and they should cause some damage to whatever decides to attack us, such as potentially Insane Witch. Let's see if they gale us, and I don't think they'll be pirating out here. This is MRS 38092 BLT 4385. Quick hand, stand clear of my excavation area. All right, man. No worries. If you stand clear of me, I'll stand clear of you. I'll just keep moving along. I think I'm gonna set a course deeper down though. Let's go to that Gamma station. And we should have more denser asteroids in there. There's that scale on the top left. All this gravimetric waves here are blue. Ideally, we want them to be bright fusky or like it's like a red-pink color. Denser asteroid fields should provide us more profitable space nuggets. Easy goes it. Easy as she goes. The light beeping is that station, AI controlled station there. We're not gonna drop by because we're gonna keep mining, moving away from it. Now the tone has ceased already. Activating laser. All right, 5 tons of water, about 1.5 tons. Just under 1.5 tons of iron. Let's pick it up. Our first nugget of this dive. Oh, you know what? Now I know what that noise is. That wood, and then goes. Ooh. That's the converter that converts the water into fuel for our reactor. I think that's what it is. Getting hungry. It's 11:30 a.m. Probably gonna have an early-ish lunch today. Or maybe I'll have a later lunch and eat some chips in the meantime to balance out the water of salt. Some nice crunchable pieces of potato chips. All right, these clouds are getting a little denser. They're coming up here. There you go. Here's a bigger asteroid. Let's steer clear of this one. Let's keep going a little bit deeper in. Sped up a little bit there. It's a pretty nice chunk of beryllium and water. Let's get that. Opening cargo hold. Scoop it up. It's nice, like a little touch of the laser really works. These small little chunks. Very gently. 8,000 this one. Beryllium is worth a lot, I guess. Oh! A little too fast for that one. And some tungsten and water, almost, well, not just over 9 grand for this chunk. Moving away from us pretty fast. Speed up a little bit, keep an eye on the LiDAR. Something big's coming. Let's try to scoop it without crashing into anything. There you go. Oh. Let's mine this rock right here. Oops. That alarm sound could be made a little bit more subtle, or it would be nice to be able to turn it off. Maybe you can turn it off by turning off some sort of like avoidance control system, I'm not sure. Autopilot, maybe. It's a little too red alert for me. Pretty dense cloud to the southeast there. Let's head over there. Oh, MRS 8531. Let's go check that ship out. Music is changing. Maybe we're gonna finally have a chance to use our mass drivers. Maybe a pirate. Let's go check them out. Thunder Eye. Bigger ship than ours. Thunder Eye, this is abandoned. I saw her record back on station. Awesome. Okay, it's an abandoned ship. We have to try to get it. We don't have the manipulator arm, but we do have pilots. Too dangerous to go on board. This junk has to be towed. Are you volunteering, Dwight? You can take 10 tons of remise. See if you can boot it up. Let's do it. Maybe I should reconsider. Let's do this. Sure, let's do is get into extracurricular activity suit. All right, let's keep an eye open. There he is. There he is. There goes Dwight. Now let's keep an eye open for Dwight, and let's make sure we save him if he needs saving. Okay. I'm on board trying to boot this baby up. All right. I think he booted her up. She's banged up good, but she'll make it. Just need a little push and switch over to Xenon Steel on the station. Awesome. 1-2 boss. An applause for Dwight Takahashi. Ah. All right. That is so awesome. Okay, Dwight got it. Should I stay with him? Should I go? I just go back to the station. Let's follow him just in case. Let's head that way. That was a big ship. That's going to be worth a lot of money. We could try her out. It looks like a mining ship. Almost 4 tons of water. Let's pick her up. I'm gonna head north a bit. Let's try to fill up our cargo hold before we head back. I think Dwight should be fine driving that. He didn't ask for an escort. Six tons of water, a little bit of palladium. To navigate this little asteroid rock formation here. A space meadow of rocks. Space rock meadow. It's a metal band name, maybe. Or just a band name. Space Rock Metal. Or Metal. Space Rock Metal. It's if you're like an alternative pop rock band, Space Rock Metal. Meadow. Metal, metal, or metal. English can be so confusing. Oh! Oh, 7,000? I thought it was 2,000. Let's go get it. Brilliant, baby. Keep an eye on LIDAR, see if something is gonna smash into us, or us into it, or us into each other. Seems clear so far. Something coming up, but we'll be able to slow down. All right, we're up to 51 grand. That's not that much. Oh, almost lost something. My cargo thing is kind of stuck. Stand by. Stand by. Shit. What's wrong with my cargo hold? Okay, it was kind of jammed. Something was jammed in the front. That space rock just came out of nowhere there? Or was this something I had hit? I think it just... Maybe there's someone mining up there? Let's grab it. Oh! I got stuck in the ship. All right. Got some contacts down here. I don't know what's going on here. I think there's another ship nearby. Let's check out this radar contact. 500 meters away, 250 meters away to the south. It looks like a... Oh, here it is. Right there. Didn't even see it. It's a beacon of some sort. Let's pick it up. Here we go, here we go. Looks like a space capsule of some sort. Got it. Achievement unlocked, don't panic. All right. I think there was another one up there too. Let's head back up north. What is the don't panic achievement? Let's take a quick look. Find Elon's car. We found the Elon Musk's car. Okay, an applause. It's a car. Oh. All right. It's pretty funny. Don't panic is very good advice. It's from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This book I have to read again. It's been many years. We found a Tesla floating in space. There it is in our cargo hold. It's 1 hour, 45 minutes of the stream. We have about another 15 minutes to go, and then we're gonna take a break for lunch and do some work, some HTML and CSS templating work, along with some graphics thrown in. I think it's time for us to go home, people. Just maybe see if these rocks have anything interesting. Some vanadium. And nothing. I hope that Elon Musk doesn't turn into some sort of, you know how power corrupts, right? I hope he doesn't turn to some sort of like evil dictator if he gets control of Twitch, and I'm gonna be surprised if that guy runs for president too. I mean, there's a lot of good things, but power corrupts. That's why it's good to have term limits and stuff like that. If you're listening, Elon, if you continue being nice, I'll be very happy to have you as a sponsor of the stream. You know, just give me like, I don't need much, a couple of $1,000 a month, maybe 5,000 if you want to be really nice. I'll give shout outs to Tesla, to SpaceX, to Boring Company here on the stream. Maybe I should tag them on my next time I go live and put a going live thing on Twitch. I'll tag Elon and say, hey, I found your car in this video game here. Hey Raz, I found your car in the video game. You know, give Cadera Software some funding, some more funding to work on the sequel or whatever other games they want to work on. I'll keep streaming it. And, you know, Elon is an old school hacker, I think. I think he'd be up for giving Hypertext Hero a sponsorship deal. Well, an old school video game fan to another. I wonder what his favorite video game is. Almost Elon's car in the cargo hold, we almost at 200 grand here. Boom, 7 grand. Let's get to 200 grand, then we'll pull out a course to base. 7,000 more needed. There's a big cloud. Big juicy cloud coming up here. On the gravimetric sensors on the LiDAR. Ooh, I think that's gonna be a juicy one. 5,000, not too bad. Let's go get it. Some sushi or some wasabi on it would be nice. I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of sushi though. If I go to a Japanese restaurant, I prefer a bento box with some salmon, a miso soup, maybe a couple of sushi piece or two, but I don't want to eat a full platter of you know, pretty filling rice and raw fish. It's not my favorite. All right, at 200 grand. Oh, gonna jam my cargo hold of these two. Oh, managed to get them nicely. Very nice. Okay, we're full up. Oh, we are a little jammed with the cargo hold, but I think we're full up. Space left 35 meters cubed. I think I'm gonna plot a course home. Let's do it. It's 10 minutes to 12 here in central Michigan. We are gonna set a course to go home. Turning out to be a really nice dive. This, not only did we find a derelict ship floating in space, we managed to boot her up, and Takahashi, our mechanic, drove her back home. Not only that, but we also found Elon Musk's Tesla floating in space. Here we are. $206,000, 1,000 space credits in our cargo hold, plus however much that ship's worth back at with Takahashi at base. Maybe he's having some sushi to celebrate. Maybe he's knocking back some bottles of sake. Maybe he's just having a Asahi or two. We're gonna find out. Hey, where is he? He's not there on the crew. Okay. So all. Did he steal our ship? The guy? Maybe he's not. Look, he's gone. Maybe he's not to be trusted. Holy shit! Did he disappear with that ship? Holy moly! He took off with that ship. I think that's what happened because Takahashi. Wait, no, here he is. Dwight Takahashi took off of the ship. Is available for hire again. Wait, active. Maybe we have the ship. Let's see, equipment dealer. Okay, no, never mind. I'm sorry, Takahashi. I'm sorry for disbelieving. He parked it in the bay. Here it is. It's right here. Thunder Eye. It's a K-44 MHFTR prototype, first developed and flown near the end of the 22nd century. The venerable K-37 TNTRL has become the de facto workhorse of the ring. It's basically the same one that we have, but it's longer, I think. It has 4 low stress hard points. This one instead of 3, no, instead of 2. That we have 1 high stress and 2 low stress. This is more like a mining ship, I think. How much could we sell it for? $1 million. Could be worth it. Maybe we should take it for a ride first in the next stream. Let's see if we do just a few repairs. Nothing big. It was a really good dive. This. I'm gonna leave it here, people. We're gonna go do a raid. I'm gonna run the outro. And thank you so much, Raz, for dropping by. Give a shout out to Raz Wasabi. Hope the rest of your Thursday goes well. Thank you very much, Galaxcat, for dropping by. Nomad1701. Nora for the lurk. And anyone else there lurking, I appreciate it very much. Your presence. Let's see if there's someone else playing Delta V. And we'll give them a raid if so. If not, we're gonna go raid somewhere else. The live channel is just us. All right. How about maybe some different game? Let's see. Oh, I know who we're gonna go raid. We're gonna go raid Nora. He's live. Flying a P-47 in IO2. Thank you, Nomad. Shout out also to Nomad1701. I'm not sure if I've given a follow yet. If I haven't, I will do so now after the stream. Maybe we can catch you one of these. I have followed you already, okay? Sorry, I forget sometimes. In the meantime, my pleasure. Thank you. Go see what Nora's up to, the P-47 in I-2. Getting ready for takeoff right now, I guess. All right, I'm Hypertext Hero. You can call me Text or whatever you want. I'll see you again later tonight or tomorrow. Otherwise this weekend. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Peace out for now. Rating.
Manual radio. First engine in